Hi, I'm Karen, and this is going to be 45 minutes of yoga. This is a Skype class that I videoed. So when I say right on Skype, it looks like right, but to you it's going to look like left. So that just means that you either follow what you see me doing or follow what I'm saying. Either way, you'll be even in the end. I want you to enjoy yourself today. Yoga, we're working on our breathing in and out through your nose, working on your flexibility, of course, your strength, and your balance. So I want you to work at your pace. You're not comparing yourself to anybody. You are working on your own yoga practice. So it's not yoga perfect, it's yoga practice. So anyway, thanks for joining me today. Make sure you've got a mat, and we're going to use a yoga strap. I'm using a karate belt. A necktie works as well. So thank you, and here we go. All right, well, we are going to go ahead and get started with yoga. I have the pleasure of my niece, Erin, being with us today, so I'm glad that she's here. She's a dancer, so I know that she's really good at yoga. So let's sit with your left leg or your right leg in front. So sit with your right leg in front. Let's bring that chin down. Let's take our shoulders nice and relaxed. And let's just breathe in and out through your nose. Sitting up as tall as you can. Gently rolling one ear to one shoulder. Good, bringing your chin down and slowly switch. Good, chin down. We're gonna take a nice deep breath in, reach those arms up. Exhale, we're gonna look past our fingertips, place those hands down, and just gently start to bend your elbows. Feeling a nice release down your low back and your hips. So we wind around to your left. You're gonna bring that right hand on top. Let's bend those elbows, nose towards your knee. Good, and right arm reaches for the sky. Let's bend that left elbow, just let that right arm droop over the ear. With a deep breath in. Exhale, let's look over our right shoulder, shoulders down, gently twist. Good, let's untwist. And let's go ahead and come to your hands and knees. So let's do a couple cat-cow stretches, just arching up and glancing to the ceiling just a couple times. Good, let's come to your plank. That's just your upward push-up position. You want to keep those abdominals nice and strong, and let's hug the sides with our elbows as we come down. Let's come into up dog. Think about lifting your head up, opening that chest, and let's sit back in child's pose. So knees apart, big toes together, just rest those hips back, rest your forehead, take a couple breaths. And let's tuck those toes under, come to down dog for the first time today. So let's spread those fingertips apart. Let's lift those hips up and shift some weight out of the heel of the hand, more towards your knuckles as you let that head sink between your shoulders. Good, let's take those right toes up to the ceiling. Walk our hands back a little bit. So your nose comes towards that left knee, and then just gently swing that right leg through. We're gonna lunge between our hands. That right knee is right above the ankle, and just float that chest up. So let's lower that left knee a little closer to the mat, really lean back. Look past our fingertips, kind of swing through. Inhale up. Exhale, let's place those hands at our low back and clasp our hands. Gently pull them straight with that chin down. Now rotate, look over your right shoulder. Now let's extend both arms. Your left arm is in front, up to shoulder height, just the best that you can. Arms up, let's lean it back. And now palms down to the mat, right foot back. We're gonna keep those abs strong as we come down nice and slow. Up dog, lifting that head up, opening our chest. And go to down dog. You're welcome to do a push-up first if you want. And now let's pedal those feet, bending one knee and then the other, loosening up the calves. And then let's walk or softly jump those feet to your hands. Let's glance up, lift your tailbone and reverse swan dive up, standing back bend. And let's bring that right arm down. We're gonna keep those feet together. Deep breath in, leaning to your right. So for half moon, that right hand grabs the left wrist. Just gently pull and rest the head on your right arm. Deep breath in. Exhale. As you come down a little deeper, press your left foot into the mat. Good. And front of your mat, standing back bend. Let's lower the arms just to shoulder height, and let's bring those right toes behind you. Find a spot you're gonna stare at for balance. Abs are lifted up, and your right toes lift up for warrior three. Just take a breath here, and we're gonna slowly bring fingertips down to the ground. And you're more than welcome to use a book here if you can't bring those fingertips down. And your left knee is just as straight as you want it to be. Hands towards your left foot. See how high you want your right toes to reach. And left hand could hold the ankle if you want it to. Remember, it's just an option. You're doing what's best for you. So we walk our hands out. Let's lunge on our right toes. And let's bring that left foot back. And let's hug the sides. Come on down nice and slow. Nice up dog. Push up if you want, and then down dog. So let's stay in down dog for a few breaths and think about connecting to your breath. Using each exhale to deepen whatever stretch or pose we are in. And just try to let go of any distractions, negative self-talk. Just let that go and allow yourself to enjoy your yoga practice today. So we gently come to our knees, and we're going to have a seat, and we're going to cross that left leg in front. So think about a nice tall posture, chin in your chest, shoulders relaxed. Go ahead and take that breath in, reaching our arms up. Exhale, look past your fingertips, palms down, just start to bend your elbows. Again, nice release down that low back. Let's wind around to your right, bringing that left hand on top. Good, and let's reach those left fingertips up to the ceiling as our right hand walks away. Bend your right elbow, let that left arm droop over the ear. Good, inhale up. Exhale, let's twist, shoulders down, glance over that left shoulder as you gently pull the head up to the ceiling. And let's untwist, coming back to those hands and knees. For a nice cat stretch, glance up to the ceiling. And let's come to that plank, your upper push-up position. Flowing down, those elbows hug your sides as you come on down. Nice up dog, open chest. Push up if you choose, and then down dog. So feel that rib cage and diaphragm expand as you inhale, deflate as you exhale. Sinking down that little bit deeper with each exhale. As we bring those left toes up to the ceiling. Hands walk back a little bit. Your nose comes towards your right knee, left toes way up. Gently swing through. Let's take that left knee right above the ankle and float our chest up. Let's take our right knee a little closer to the mat and lean it back into our crescent lunge. Looking past your fingertips, swing through. Inhale up. Exhale, let's take those hands to our low back, chin in the chest, Gently pull. As you pull those arms straight, your shoulder blades pull down. Now rotate looking over our left shoulder. And extend the arms. Right arm is in front, shoulder height the best you can. Good. Arms up, lean it back. And let's bring those palms down to the mat. Left foot back. Abs are strong. Hug the sides as we come down. Up dog. Lift the head, open the chest. Push up or not, and then down dog. Make sure you've shifted weight out of the heel of the hand, more towards your knuckles. Keeping in mind that's better for your shoulder joint. As we exhale and walk or softly jump those feet to your hands. Glance up, lift the tailbone and reverse swan dive up. Standing back bend. Good, we're gonna take that left arm down. And we're going to keep our feet together. Deep breath in. Exhale, leaning to our left. Half moon, that left hand grabs the wrist. Just gently pull, rest your head. Deep breath in as you reach up. Exhale a little bit deeper. That right foot is pressed into the mat. Good, front of your mat. Standing back bend. And as you lower those arms down to shoulder height, our left toes are going to come behind us. Find that spot you're staring at for balance. Engage your middle. Warrior 3, you decide how high you're lifting that leg. Very slowly, those fingertips come down. Feel free to bend that right knee if you need to. Chin in your chest, our hands are going to walk towards that left foot. Reach those left toes as high to the ceiling as you can. Your right hand could hold the ankle if you wanted to. Inhale, left toes up. Exhale as you walk the hands out, gently lunge on your left toes. Right foot back. Chest lean, come on down slow. Up dog. Nice, push up if you want, and down dog. And you can stay in down dog. You're welcome to come to the knees and get water, or anytime you need a break. Now let's go ahead and take our right toes up to the ceiling. And let's walk those hands back a little bit. Nose towards your left knee, right toes really reach. Gently swing through and lunge. So let's get ready for prayer twist. If you need a modification, left knee down. Otherwise it's up and your right foot walks to the right. Left elbow comes to the outside of the thigh. Palms together, right elbow up. Now let's press shoulders away from your ears. You can even take your left knee a little closer to the mat. See if that helps you to twist a little bit. Deep breaths. On an exhale, one hand down, the other hand down. We're going to take our left knee down. We're going to scoot the right foot back to the middle of the mat and shift our weight back. Now we're going to take the right leg, slide it forward. We're going to take the left knee, slide it back. You're only going out to where it's comfortable for you. Hands are going to walk towards that right foot. And you're going to bend your elbows, sink your chest towards that right thigh. Deep breaths. Feel your rib cage and diaphragm expand and contract. And you don't want to lean to the right or to the left. Weight's evenly distributed. You're even taking that left quadricep, your back thigh, and sinking it down towards the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, sinking down. And let's ease our way out of this. Just slowly bringing that right foot to the mat. Now, I want a little more cushion for my left knee for this next one. So I'm going to actually fold my mat up in the back a little bit. And I'm gonna bring my chest up. So I'm gonna walk my right foot out and sink my left quadricep towards the mat. I'm gonna bring my left forearm to the outside of the right thigh, right hand to your low back. Now, as you're sinking forward, bending this right knee, you could reach back to grab your foot. If that stresses you out, put it down and keep the hand at the low back. Remember, you're not comparing yourself to anybody. Doing the best that you can. Take that right knee, bend it just a little more. Exhale, let's slowly untwist. And let's unfold the mat in the back. Bring both knees to the mat. Give yourself a nice cat-cow. Glancing to the ceiling. And we're back to our plank. Chest leading, abs are strong. Come on down slow. Up dog, open chest. Lift that head up. Push up if you want to, and down dog. Feel free to pedal those feet if you want to. Make sure you've shifted weight out of the heel of your hand. And we're going to take our left toes up to the ceiling. So as you breathe, let's walk the hands back a little bit. Nose towards your right knee, left toes way up. Gently swing through. So prayer twist on this side. We're going to walk the left foot to the left a little bit. Sink our hips down. Feel free to rest the knee if you need to. Right elbow outside of that left thigh. Palms together, shoulders away from the ears. Left elbows pointing up. Face is calm. Bend that right knee. See if getting it close to the mat helps you to twist just that little bit more. At the end of an exhale, slowly, let's take one hand down. Other hand down with the right knee down. And let's walk this left foot to the middle of the mat. So this is where we shift back. You're going to take your left leg straight forward. Make sure it's not at an angle. Feel free to take your right knee back. You're only coming out to where it's safe and comfortable for you. Hands towards your left foot. Relax that left foot and let's just start to bend those elbows. As you exhale, your right quadricep, so that back thigh, sinks to the mat. And each exhale helps you to dissolve tightness straight down that left thigh, left hamstring. Try to exhale completely and not hold back. One more deep cleansing breath in and out. As you slowly walk those hands back, ease your way out of this. Be nice to yourself. So I'm going to have a little bit more cushion for my back knee again here. I'm going to fold my mat up. Bring my chest up and I'm going to take that left foot, slide it forward so my right quadricep can sink down, but you want your knee right above the ankle. Your right forearm comes to the outside of the thigh. Left hand slides to the low back, bend that left knee deep. You're welcome to stay right here. You're welcome to grab the foot, but if that stresses you out, leave it. You're doing what's best for you today. Bending that left knee, letting the belly expand and contract with each and every breath. End of an exhale, sink down that little bit more if you can and slowly untwist. We're going to take that left knee down and then fold our mat. Give ourselves a nice cat stretch. Glance up and bring ourselves to our plank. Lift those abdominals up, hug the sides, come on down. Nice up dog. Push up if you'd like, and down dog. Exhale like somebody's hand is gently pressing between your shoulder blades as your hips will really lift up. And on your exhale, let's walk or softly jump those feet to your hands. Let's glance up, lift the tailbone, reverse swan dive up, standing back bend. Good, just open it up into mountain. And we're gonna bring those feet farther apart than our hips. You can bend your knees a little bit. We're gonna bring those palms down to the mat. You're welcome to take the feet a little farther apart. I want you to bend those elbows, allow the head to sink towards the mat. You're straightening the legs just to the best of your ability. We're gonna walk that left hand between our feet. Bring our right arm, reach it up as you glance to the ceiling. Now bring your left ear a little closer to the mat. Roll your right shoulder open. And slowly untwist and switch. Left arm up so that right ear gets a little closer to the mat. Left shoulder rolls open. End of your exhale, we're gonna walk those hands behind us. Face our fingertips away. See if you wanna slide your feet any farther apart. Bend your elbows and sink that head down towards the mat. Then I want you to bring your palms back to the mat, fingertips facing me. Start to bend those elbows and sink that head down. Lifting that tailbone up and breathing. On your exhale, come back to your palms. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. It doesn't matter what leg's in front. You're gonna go ahead and bring that right leg behind you. You're in your plank. Let's hug the sides as we come down. Nice up dog, opening the chest. Push up or not, and then down dog. As you're breathing, let's come down to those forearms. And let's lift those hips up. You can even walk your toes a little closer to your elbows. And use the leverage of your forearms to gently press yourself back. And on an exhale, we're going to take our knees down to the mat. Now, we're going to go ahead and do the frog. It's a really deep stretch for the inner thighs, the groin, the hips. So we're going to take those knees a good distance apart. We're going to start to sink our hips back. Now my feet. Ideally in frog, the insides of your feet are on the mat or on the ground. If that makes your feet cramp, feel free to just take the top of the feet to the mat, okay? So start to sink yourself back, walk your hands out, rest your head somewhere. So it could be on your fists. So at the same time as you're pulling your hips back, you're sinking the middle of your chest towards the mat. So take a deep breath into the tightness that you're feeling. And with each exhale, the tailbone's pulling back and the middle of the chest is sinking down. Really make sure that those abdominals are just expanding as you inhale. And on the exhale, that's when you're sinking down just a little bit more and letting all that breath go. Now we're going to take about 5 more deep breaths here. I want you to do the best you can. If you sunk down to an uncomfortable point, feel free to back off. But allow some more of that tightness to melt away with each and every exhale. Tailbone pulling back, middle of the chest sinking down. About one more deep cleansing breath in and out. End of our exhale, we're going to slowly come to our palms. Take a breath. We're going to walk one knee towards the other, and then we're just going to kind of let those hips shake side to side just a little bit. Good. All right, let's come to our plank. It's our second to our last plank of today. And you know you can take more of a break if you need it. So chest leading, come on down slow. Up dog, lifting that head. Push up or not, and then down dog. So really allow yourself to sink down. Those muscles are loosening up, increasing your flexibility. We're going to take our left toes to the ceiling. Left toes up, we're going to walk our hands back. Now we're going to bend our left knee and let it hang to our right. So you're opening up your left hip, feeling a stretch down the left side of the rib cage. You've got more weight in your right hand. And on an exhale, the knee slides through the hands for pigeon. So I'm going to take my right toes, I'm going to walk my right leg farther behind me and kind of open my chest. Look down at your left foot. You can walk it up closer to your right hand as long as that doesn't let you roll left. If you're rolling left, bring it closer because you want your belly button facing the mat as we walk it out. So just rest your forehead on your hands or the mat. Take a deep breath into the tightness around your left hip joint, especially the outside of that left hip joint. On your exhale, pretend like somebody's hand is on the left side of your low back, just gently pressing. And now let's glance left, resting on the right side of your face. This is just an option, take it or leave it. Your left hand can come to your low back, the back of your left hand. Now let your shoulders just relax, wiggle those fingers a little bit. Deep breaths. Let's slowly untwist. Let's glance forward, and now we're going to allow our right fingertips to walk a little farther because that's going to help the right hip bone to roll back towards the mat. Take a couple breaths there. Very slowly walking it back, opening your chest, slide that left knee behind you. Now, with your left wrist directly under the shoulder, let's extend your left leg behind you. Keep your abs strong and your right arm reaches for spinal balancing. If you want to, that left foot can come in the air. Right hand can reach around to grab it. Now take your left foot up towards the ceiling, lift out of your left shoulder, and take the top of your left foot and press it away from you. Inhale, really lift. Exhale, extend back out, reach as long as you can. Hand and knee down, hips to the left, left hand on top of the right as you breathe. Gently untwist. And we're going to come to your last plank of today. So wrists below your shoulders, keep your abs nice and strong. Come on down slow. Feel free to take those knees down when you need to. Up dog. Nice push up if you want, and down dog. Spread those fingertips apart, shift weight out of the heel of the hand, more towards your knuckles. Lift those hips and let your head sink down. With with those right toes reaching for the ceiling. Hands walk back a little bit. Let's bend your right knee and allow it to hang to the left. Opening up that right hip joint. Feeling the stretch down the right side of the rib cage. Should feel good. And on your exhale, when you're ready, the knee slides between the hands for pigeon. So we're going to tuck those left toes under and walk the leg back. We're going to open the chest, and this foot, this right foot, we can scoot it up towards our left hand if we want to, as long as that's not going to let you roll to the right. Walk those hands straight out. Rest your head and breathe. Inhale into the tightness around your right hip joint. Exhale like somebody's hand is gently pressing on the right side of that low back. Glance to your right. Let's rest on the left side of the face. Sliding the right hand to the low back. Let your shoulders just flop. Wiggle those fingers. Take some deep breaths in and out. Remember, you're exhaling completely each time. Exhale slowly and twisting. Let's glance forward, take our left fingertips a little farther, helping that left hip bone to roll back to the mat. Forehead down and breathe. End of your exhale, let's walk those hands back. Let's open the chest and slide your right knee underneath you. Let's take your right wrist directly under your shoulder and extend that right leg behind you. Left arm out, those abdominals are nice and strong. Right foot could come in the air if you'd like. Left hand reaches around to grab it. You're going to take the right foot towards the ceiling, lift yourself out of the right shoulder, push the top of the foot away from you. Exhale when you're ready, extend back out. Hand and knee down. And hips right, right hand on top of the left. And let's gently untwist. Up on the hands and knees, and then let's come up to your knees. And let's take those fingertips, just gently pull them back, pushing the heel of the hand forward. And switch. We're going to clasp our fingertips at our low back. Gently pull those arms straight. As you lift the hands, you're welcome to let them wrap around as you fold forward. When you're ready, just release. Rest them at your sides. And come on up to your hands and knees. Let's have a seat at the front of your mat. You'll want to make sure that yoga strap, karate belt, necktie, whatever you've got is next to you so you can grab it while we're laying down. So shoulders down. We're going to come into our boat. If your back's bothering you today, feel free to keep a foot on the mat, okay? So those arms are up, shoulders are down. You're going to lift one leg or both, knees are together. Let's lift the toes up. Try to keep that chest open as you breathe. Very slowly, come on back. And let's hug those knees into our chest, shoulders down. As we let our knees come to the right, arms up, glance to your left. Big, deep cleansing breath. Let's switch. Let those knees go left and glance to your right. And end of your exhale, let's bring those knees in. And hands on your knees, little circles, massage that low back. Gently in both directions. And let's take straight arms between your knees. Hold on to your ankles or your feet. The feet are facing the ceiling. Your elbows are going to push the knees out as you rock side to side like a happy baby. And you can either stay right here or your first two fingers can make a hook with your big toes. Press those heels apart and allow those legs to just relax out. As you exhale, release, placing those feet on the mat. So touch your heels if you can or grab your ankles. And let's lift ourselves into our bridge. If you know that a back bend is safe for you, you're more than welcome to do a full back bend. Just pressing those hip bones up towards the ceiling. Great for your back and stretching those hip flexors. As you're ready, we're going to gently peel that spine down. Now let's take your yoga strap and place the right foot in the strap. So we're going to hold on to the strap with our right hand. Left leg is flat on the mat. And our right hand's going to take the leg out to the right as we look to our left. Now you don't want your left hip to lift up. We want that left hip to roll down. So flex your left foot, keeping this hip down, and then gently pull with your right hand. Toes aiming to the wall behind you. Good. End of your exhale, let's bring that right leg up. We're going to move the strap closer to your heel with a relaxed foot. Let's pull the leg towards you as you push that right knee gently away from you. Good. End of that exhale, let's slowly back away and move the strap towards the ball of your foot. Now let's flex the foot to get your calf and lower leg as we pull the leg towards you. You'll quickly feel if you pull the right side or left, one of those will deepen that calf stretch for you. It all depends on your gait. Feeling that pretty intensely through that right calf. Exhale. Let's go ahead and grab the strap with our left hand. We're going to take it across the body as you look right. And you're going to gently pull. You'll feel that stretch down the right IT band as you're looking to your right. Gently pull to deepen that stretch. Good. Slowly backing away. We're going to roll to the low back and place both feet in the strap. Let the right leg come flat onto the mat. Let's hold the strap with our left hand, taking out to the left as you look right. So flex that right foot, keeping that right hip down towards the mat, and your left hand gently pulls left toes to the wall behind you. End of that exhale, let's bring that left leg up. Move the strap towards your heel and just relax your left foot. As you pull the leg towards you, press that left knee gently away from you. Exhaling completely each and every time. As we back away and move that strap towards the ball of your foot, getting a good flex as you pull the leg towards you. Feel free to roll that foot out or in. Feel which one deepens that left calf stretch for you. This is good for the feet as well. And release. Let's hold the strap with your right hand and take it across. Glance to your left. And let's gently pull, feeling that stretch down that left IT band. as you exhale, a little bit more of a pull. Good, let's release. And now let's lengthen the body. We're putting the strap down. Let's lengthen the body from fingertips to toes. How long can you make yourself? On your exhale, we're going to slide the arms down towards your sides. Rest them palms up somewhere. And just let those feet flop out naturally as your eyes close. This is your last pose for today. Just total resting pose. If at any point you need to adjust yourself so you're not uncomfortable, feel free to do that. And while the belly lifts and lowers with your breath, we're going to use your breath to let go of any tightness, tension, negativity, anything we don't want to take with us for the rest of our day. So let's pull the breath all the way to the top of the head. Exhale, imagine that breath rolling across your forehead, flowing across your temples to release any tightness between your temples. As that breath rolls across the back of the head, flowing across your eyes, your nose, and your cheekbones. Feel the breath rolling across the back of your jaw, straight down the sides and back of the neck, across the top of your shoulders. Notice how your chest opens up, upper back releases. Feel your exhale flowing down each arm, rounding your elbows, straight down your forearms, to your wrists, palms and the top of your hand. Feel the breath between your fingers, all the way to your fingertips as you inhale. Exhale, just move those fingers gently, letting tension and stress leave the body through your fingertips. Noticing the breath starting to surround your rib cage, flowing across your sternum and your mid-back, across your waist, abdominals, and the small of your back. A deep breath in. Exhale, allow those hips and glutes just to relax. Quadriceps and hamstrings release. Knees, shins and calves. Ankles. Notice your breath rounding your heels and flowing up the arch of your foot, rolling across the top of your foot, between your toes, all the way to your toe tips. Just wiggle those toes gently. Allow tension and stress to leave the body. Feeling relaxed, nice and calm. Notice a brand new perspective on the rest of your day. You're ready to take on the rest of your day. So let's be nice to ourselves coming out of this position slowly. We're going to go ahead and bend one knee and place that foot on the mat. Just allow the other knee to join it as you're ready. And really can roll into one side so our bottom arm is our pillow. Gently pressing up to that nice sitting position where we started. Sitting up nice and tall with a deep breath in. Bringing those hands to your heart. Let's surrender everything in that head to your heart. You guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you for joining me for yoga. Namaste.